Namaste and good afternoon. Today I am going to deal with causative verbs. The causative verbs are very important for second language learners. Therefore, I am going to talk over here in this video. First of all, let's discuss on keywords which are necessary to know about causative verbs. Bare infinitive, or we can say base form, means a verb without to is called bare infinitive, or we can also call it base form, like play. Another keyword is infinitive form, usually used with to, to, base form with to, means like to play. Another keyword is necessary, that is the past participle form, that generally we say it verb 3, and another is the person, let's say the agent, or we can say the doer. Or causative means to cause something, making or causing something to happen or to exist. These are the keywords. Once again, bare infinitive or base form of the verb, that is a verb without to, or let's say the very first form of the verb. And another is infinitive form. It means the verb usually with to, means to plus verb one, and past participle, it means third form of the verb. And another is the person, let's say the agent, that is the doer. And another is causative, means to cause something, make or causing something happen or exist. Now, the reasons to use causative verbs. Why do we use causative verbs? Even though there are many verbs in English, and why do we use? Means there are obviously there are some reasons. The reasons are to force someone or somebody to do something, or we can use causative verbs to convince someone or to allow someone. Similarly, we use causative verbs to assign someone, to assign task. And another reason to use causative verb is to help someone. Therefore, first of all, subject, then causative verbs have, may, get, late. We can say another causative verbs. We have, make, get. These three are the main causative verbs, and lead and help are other causative verbs. And these causative verbs have the active and the passive forms. Uh, what is the causative verb? The definition of causative verb. Now, causative verbs are verbs that show the reason that something happened. They show the reason. That show the reason that something happened. Means they do not indicate something the subject did. Generally, in other sentences where the causative verbs are not used, the subject is mostly the doer. But when we use causative verbs, then the subject does not do anything, but there is the object, let's say the agent. Agent does something, or something is done, the object is done, and the subject becomes inactive. Only the causes, someone needs to do, someone needs to do. Causative and non-causative verbs. I prepared meal. In this context, I prepared meal. This meal is prepared by me. This I is the subject, and subject is the doer here. Who prepares the meal? Means the I prepares the meal in this context, and my mother made me prepare meal. In this sentence, the meal is prepared by me, but who makes to prepare means my mother. My mother, who made me prepare means my mother made me prepare. Means I'm in the forceful situation to prepare the meal. May not be by my own will. So when and why do we use causative verbs? Then we use causative verbs to show that someone or something caused something to happen. When someone caused something to happen, in this situation we use causative verbs, and causative verbs are used when a person or things causes another person to do something. When a person causes another person to do something. In this situation, the causative verbs are used. And generally, we have these causative verbs: let, make, have, get, and help. Make and help. Apart from these two, make, have, and get, these are the main causative verbs. And let and help also function as causative verbs. Therefore, I have kept these five verbs in the list of causative verbs. So why means let is used, less causative verb is used to permit or to allow someone to do something, and make is used to force somebody or someone else to do something, and get is also used to convince or to persuade someone or somebody to do something, and have is used to assign, to give responsibility to someone or someone or somebody to do something, and help is also used someone to do something. Therefore, there are the reasons to use different causative verbs. Now, how to use causative verbs in English? Certainly, in English language, there are certain rules. The rules must be applied to make the sentences by using the causative verbs. And first of all, let's talk on make causative verbs. And make is generally used to force or require someone to take an action, and when the doer is not so much convinced or persuaded at the time, the doer must be of doer must be kept in forceful situation, means forcefully the subject makes the doer, let's say the person, do the something forcefully. Some external force is used. In this form of structure, there are two forms: active form and the passive form. In the active form, subject comes first, and make here make plus person. The make is followed by person, then person is the doer, and the verb, base form of the verb is used. For example, after Bill broke the neighbor's window, his parents made him pay for it. Means pay when breaking the window, then Bill had to pay for it. This paying was forceful, may not be by his will, but he was in the forceful situation. Therefore, he was made. His parents made him pay for it. It means that the Bill broke the window. His parents made him. Bill paid, but his parents made him. It means that he paid because of his parents, because parents forced him to pay for the bill. I hate vegetables. Here the I do not like the vegetables. My mother made me eat vegetables. It means that I don't like the vegetable. I didn't like the vegetable, but my mother made me. It means that I was forced by mother to eat vegetables. She forced me to eat vegetables. So, but when we use directly force or require, we must use to infinitive. It means that the school requires the student to wear uniforms. Means require often implies that there is a rule. The hijacker forced the pilots to make the plane in a different direction, to take the plane. The hijacker forced the pilots to take plane. The hijacker forced the pilots to take the plane in a different direction. Force often implies violent, it violent threats or extremely strong pressure. Therefore, with forced we use to plus to infinitive. It means infinitive. So the passive form, we can also use the made with passive form, but the passive form is a little bit different. It is used with be verbs. First subject comes first, then be verb. EJMR was where according to the tense when the action takes place. Made plus to plus verb. It means that we were made to cry. We were made to cry. He was made to dance in the public. He was made means by somebody else, that one is hidden here, but it is in passive form. By plus the doer who made is hidden. He was made to dance in the public, but who made him dance? That is the hidden. Mostly by plus the doer. Let's say the agent is generally hidden in positive verbs. But we can also write another positive verbs. Verb is have, give someone else the responsibility to do something. When we use have positive verbs, at the situation when we are giving the responsibility, we are providing the responsibility. Therefore, in that situation, there is no forceful situation. Somehow, it provides the responsibility to do something. Grammatical structure is there are two forms, active form and passive forms as well. In the active form, subject plus the have, causative verb, subject is followed by causative verb, then person, let's say the agent, that is doer, is again followed by the verb. But remember that it must be the base form of the verb, base form. I will have my assistant call you. This is in active form, and I will have, this have is the positive verb. My assistant is the person, let us say the agent, call you. It means that I will not call you. Means I will have my assistant. My assistant will call you. Means I will have my assistant call you. It means that I provide the responsibility to my assistant. I give the responsibility. I ask him to do this task. He had the mechanic check my brakes. It means that the mechanic was given the responsibility to check the brakes. So the businessman had his secretary make copies of the reports. Means it is the duty and responsibility of the secretary, but the businessman had means businessman asked his secretary make. Who makes? Means the secretary makes, but the secretary is asked by the businessman to make the copies of reports. So when there are non-living things, at the time we use a passive structure like a subject plus, have plus, thing. When the thing comes, then we use passive structure. Then in this situation, I had my car repair. It means that I is the I is the subject, had is the positive verb, and my car is the object. It is the object, non-living thing, and it this my car. I had my car repair, and repair is the past participle form of the verb. It means verb three. When the object is when the object is followed by when the causative verb is followed by the object, then we make this past participle form. I'm going to have my hair cut tomorrow. It means I'm going to have my hair cut tomorrow. It means that I'm not going to cut my hair myself. It means that I'm making someone else. I'm ordering someone else. I'm going to have my hair cut tomorrow. It means that my hair will be cut by someone else. We are having our house painted this weekend. We are having our house painted. It means that our house, my hair, my car, these are the object. These are the objects. These are the non-living things, and they are followed by past participle form of the verb. Got is the past participle form, and similarly, painted is also past participle form. Actually, what's the difference between these two structure? We discussed two structure. One is the get, and another in the had. We'll also talk about get also. The difference is that when we use have causative verbs, somehow it requires in in informal situation we use have, and in informal situation we use get. So get positive verb, other causative verb with get causative verb, and this causative verb get causative verb is used to convince or to encourage someone to do something. There are again two types of structure: grammatical structure, active or passive. First, if we talk about active structure. In the active structure, first subject comes first, then subject is followed by the get positive verb. Then person means doer comes. Then we use here two plus verb one. It means that we use infinitive form of the verb, infinitive, or sometimes we call it to infinitive also. So how can we get all the employees to arrive on time? How can we get all the employees to arrive on time? It means that my husband hates homework. I can never get him to wash the dishes. It means that cannot convince. I cannot convince him to wash the dishes. I cannot convince. It means uh, therefore it is a negative. So subject plus get plus object. When the object comes or non-living thing comes, then we use past participle form, and it is the passive structure. Get it done. I am getting the car. I am getting, get is positive verb here, the car fixed. It means that the car is non-living thing. Let us say the object, it is fixed, and by someone else or somebody, that is hidden here. This is the passive structure of get causative verb, but the actual doer is hidden here. So sometimes get someone to do someone is, sometimes get someone to do something is interchangeable. It means that we can either get or we can use have. But the difference is that semantically they are different. Semantically they are different in the sense that, as we talked just before, when we use have, then it requires a little bit formal situation, and when we use get, it is used in informal situation. So he got the mechanic to check the brakes. Here at first the mechanic didn't think it was necessary, but he convinced him to check the brakes. He had the mechanic to check the brakes. Here I asked the mechanic to check the brakes. These are the basic differences. One is little bit formal. When you use have causative verbs, it makes the sentence formal, and when we use get causative verb, then it makes the sentence informal. Then another help means the help person plus it takes the two plus verb one. It means that he helped me to carry the boxes. It means you assist someone. Helping someone means assisting someone to do something. At the time we use the causative verb help. It means you assist someone to do something. So Milka can help you fall asleep. Could you help me carry the bags? Here somewhere you can see two plus verb one. Two plus means this is base verb. It means two. It means infinitive, and somewhere you can see just the base form of the verb, and both are applicable in the case of help. Either we can use just verb 1, or we can use 2 plus verb 1 in the case of positive verb help. It means just helping someone or do something or to do something. So, let, another causative verb is let. Let is used to permit or to allow something to happen. It means, let's talk on grammatical structure. Let plus person or thing plus verb means base form. I don't let my kids watch violent movies. Then I let the food burn. Let it be. Sometimes let it be. Sometimes we say let it be done in passive structure. Let it be done in passive structure. I don't let him shout at his children. I don't let him shout. Negative one. Let him shout. When we use let, the just it takes just the base form of the verb. No to infinitive. No infinitive. Only the base form is required. But permit allow kids to two words. But if we use in case of let, if we use permit or allow at the time, we can use 2 plus verb 1. So these causative verbs can be used in different forms and tense. Sometimes we can use them in simple present tense, or past simple tense, or present continuous, or future. Sometimes we can use them with modals as well. So finally, we can in sum up we can say that have something done. Have something done. It means when the things comes after have, then it is used. The done means past participle form of the verb. It is used in more formal situation, and get something done. It means that get causative verb. It is followed by the thing. Then past participle form is used. And what is the difference between these two? Even though the structure are same, the difference is that when we have more formal situation, then we use have, and when we have a less formal situation, then we use get. And here have someone have someone do means after using causative verb have, and if when it is followed by the person, let's say the doer, then we use just do. It means that base form of the verb, and this gives a type of responsibility when we request someone to do something. At the time we use these things. And another is make uh, plus someone do. It means when we use the make causative verb, then make is followed by someone, means the person is followed. Then we use just do. It means their infinitive. It means that we use make in a forceful situation. When we are forcing someone to do something, at the time we use make causative verb. And get causative verb means it takes infinitive. It means 2 plus first form of the verb, and 2 when we are convincing, when we are persuading someone to do something, at the time we use get. When we have to proceed more, at the time when someone did the work after after being convinced, or after being persuaded, at the time we use get. Similarly, let someone do is to provide permission, not to force, but to provide choices. There are different choices. Help means someone do or to do. It doesn't discriminate base form or bare infinitive and infinitive. By this, we can use the causative verbs in appropriate way, or we can use the causative verbs in right manner according to the situation. Thank you so much. You can follow the exercise. You can do the exercises. When you can complete the exercises correctly, then I think that you got the point of causative verbs. And these causative verbs are especially used when someone someone makes someone to do something. When somebody or someone makes other ones do the things at the situation, the causative verbs are used. So it is very good to know the usage of causative verbs in our practical life also. So thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.